Here's how to stop your iPhone lag by freeing up the cache and freeing up the space on your iPhone so that it runs as smoothly and as fast as possible. I'm going to walk you through 3 primary things that you can do, but first, hit that subscribe button down below. It really helps me out. Thanks, guys. Now, let's head into the Settings app of your iPhone. The very first thing we can do is check the Safari or web browser cache. You'd be surprised how much this builds up and slows down your phone. So scroll down to the very bottom and tap on Apps, and then scroll down until you hit Safari, or you can use this for Google Chrome if you use Google Chrome primarily. Now within Safari, you can scroll down to the very bottom again and tap on Advanced. Now you'll be able to see at the very top is website data. This includes all of the data that has been downloaded to your iPhone from various websites that you visited. So you can tap on it. You can see 23 megabytes. I recently cleared this out, but you can see it already has started to download all of the basically information, cache, cookies. I can remove it all by hitting Remove All Website Data. Now, by going through this process, it helps speed up Safari, but also just free up some space on my iPhone so that it runs faster and more smoothly. Now, the next thing that we will do is go back to the very beginning of your settings, because in addition to Safari or a web browser, another thing that takes up a lot of space and has a lot of cache that you don't need are apps themselves. So from here, we're going to tap on General towards the bottom and then iPhone Storage. Now within here, you'll be able to see every app that is downloaded and installed onto your iPhone. Of course, you can go in and delete any of these apps that you don't use if you essentially just want to free up some space. But you'd be surprised how much space some of these apps take. For instance, app size for Facebook is 380 megabytes. However, documents and data is taking up almost double that at 642. The nice thing is I can offload this app and then reinstall it. By doing that, essentially what it does, it'll reduce the overall size from 1.02 gigabytes because it's going to reduce and free up all of that cache and the temporary files within Facebook. And the nice added benefit is that it force updates it. So if I go back out of here and refresh everything, so I might need to go back in here, it'll essentially drop Facebook down. You can see it was 1 gigabyte. Now it's just 567 megabytes. So it freed up a ton of space in addition to the cache, but also just the temporary files, all that. So I would recommend going into any of these that are over 1 gigabyte, certainly. Offload it, and if you still use it, just reinstall it, and it will free up a lot of that temporary files. Now, the last thing that you can do within here is to go back to the very beginning of your settings, and we're going to check the System Data Cache. Now, from the very beginning of your settings, tap on General, and then iPhone Storage again. Now, if you scroll down to the bottom, you can see iOS. This is essentially the information or data that's being used for iOS. And if you have Apple Intelligence turned on, Apple Intelligence, it's using just under 20 gigabytes. There's not much you can do about this. That is just basically saved onto your phone. You cannot free that up. Oh, but what you can free up is this system data. So if I tap on system data here, you can see it's 13.87 gigabytes. This is quite a lot of space, and it says includes the cache logs and other resources currently in use. It will fluctuate depending on how much you've used your phone. Now, keep in mind, you can free this up. Normally, your iPhone just automatically manages it, but the only way to free this up and reduce the overall size is to shut down your phone, or the best option is to do a force restart of your phone. So you're going to press the volume up, press the volume down, and then press and hold that side button until you see that Apple logo appear when it goes black. Oh, let me do that a bit quicker.
I didn't get that.
Oh, volume up, volume down, and then side button. Now I'm going to continue to hold it even after it says slide to power off. The whole screen will go black, and then I'm keeping holding it, and essentially I'm going to wait until the Apple logo reappears, just like that. You can see my camera had a little zoom issue when basically I restarted it. But essentially what this does is it force updates, or rather force restarts your iPhone. And by doing so, it will free up a lot of that system data on your iPhone so that it runs smoother and faster and better.